One of the things that always blows my mind is how much money Americans spend on buying canned soup. Making a soup or a stew is one of the easiest things that you can do in the kitchen. It's great for the kids because they can dump and stir and dump and stir. I call this dump and stir cooking. I've got kind of a hot soup pan going here. I'm gonna add about 2 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil. We got 1 onion diced. The key to building the layers and the flavors on a good soup or a stew is you actually do want to salt it and season it throughout. When you taste food and it tastes bland and then you add salt at the end, you're almost salting one exterior layer of your food. If you salt it all the way through the process, it adds layers of flavor and depth to your food. So salting all the way through is a really important tip. There you go, a little more. There you go, perfect. See, like this. Ooh, yeah. So next we're gonna add some carrots. There you go. I am not gonna add celery to this just because I don't love the flavor of celery in my soups. That's just me. But you can do carrots, onions, celery. Before we add the peppers and the zucchini and the squash, we're gonna let this sweat. This is called sweating. So I'm gonna let that cook now for 1 to 2 minutes under cover until it releases moisture and almost steams itself. You want the onions to be translucent. That's how you know that it's almost ready for the next step. See how that's steamed now? Okay. And those vegetables have sweat. This is what's called sweating. When the vegetables sweat, they release their moisture and they almost steam in their own moisture, okay? So I'm putting that over. I'm gonna turn the heat up just a little bit. Okay, we're doing most of this over medium-high heat, but when you do cover it to sweat it, you wanna put it back on low heat because that heat is actually being captured under cover. So we got zucchini and squash. Add all the peppers, James.
Okay, add the peppers.
Add the peppers.
Good
there
job.
You go.
Oh, there we go, James.
The foundation of every soup and sauce is carrots, onions, and celery, sometimes garlic. That's called mirepoix. That's really the base. The other vegetables that we add later because we want them to maintain their integrity. We don't want to overcook those. So we add those towards the second step of cooking so that they're not overcooking. Once they sweat a little bit and take away some of that raw flavor, then we're gonna go ahead and add our liquids and finish the soup. Okay, and it's at this stage that I'm also gonna add my garlic. So now my garlic's gonna caramelize and cook with the vegetables. Since it's cooked and sweat for about a minute, I'm now going to add some tomato paste. All right, now this is an important step. In cooking, this is known as pincillage, which is where you add and caramelize tomato paste. You often hear me talk about umami. Well, there's umami in tomatoes and tomato paste. So when I add the tomato paste to the vegetable mix, and I lightly caramelize the tomato paste in the pan, I'm adding a whole nother layer of flavor that otherwise wouldn't exist, and that's the umami. Tomatoes are chock full of umami, but you wanna toast it because you don't want it to be too raw and too acidic, right? I wanna caramelize this a little bit. You stir a little bit? There you go, buds, good job. Okay, so now my tomato paste has started to caramelize a little bit. And if you could smell it in here, I mean, it's like rich and you've got the vegetables, the bell peppers, almost a sofrito style with the onions. It's really delicious. Now, James, let's go ahead and add to this. Let's add our all of our chicken stock, okay? Do 1. And this is roughly a half a gallon of chicken stock, maybe 3/4 of a gallon. If you wanted to add pasta to this, you could add pasta. I'm gonna add some white beans. What I like to do is I like to smash some of the beans on the side of the pan so that it adds a little bit of starch and viscosity to the soup itself, which gives it a nice, rich mouthfeel. So now what we're doing is we're waiting for this to come up to a simmer. We're gonna let it simmer for 2 minutes, then the soup's done. This is the stage at which we add the rest of our seasoning. So this is where I actually do like to add dry herbs. I'll add a little bit of dry oregano. Okay, that's gonna add a ton of flavor. For my salt, I wanna add tamari, which is just fermented soybeans, gluten-free, just a little bit of tamari. Then Worcestershire sauce to add umami. This doesn't add much flavor, but it adds a rich mouthfeel, just a dash of Worcestershire. I'm gonna add just a dash more salt on here to finish. And then at the end, before we serve it, we're gonna finish it with a touch of any fresh vinegar to cut through the richness of the soup.
James really wants to put in the basil.
Oh, and the basil, fresh basil. Throw it in there, throw it in there. Yeah, there we go.
Good job, James.
And the fresh basil. Wait for this to come up to a simmer and we've got ourselves some beautiful vegetable soup. So you can add protein to this. We're just doing the vegetable soup here. But I mean, if you look at this, this is enough. I wanna say we used 1 onion, 2 bell peppers, 1 zucchini, 1 squash, 3 cloves of garlic, a little bit of fresh basil, plus we had made the chicken stock ourselves, although if you bought the chicken stock, it'd be 2 quarts. A little bit of tomato paste. The total cost on this would be like probably $13 or $14 for this soup, and look at how much you got. This is enough.
That's like meal prep central.
Yeah, because if you just serve this with like a little bit of rice or roasted potato or just as a snack, I mean, that's a meal in and of itself right there. Add some protein in at the end. So it's very inexpensive to be making your own food and doing it fresh, and it lasts for a while. This is under 10 minutes.
Like how long would that last in the fridge?
Oh, this would last in the fridge. This would last for a week.
Nice.
But look, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna scoop it in here, all right? And you see, I did not simmer this too long because I wanted the vegetables to maintain the integrity. And then what we like to do in this household, James, now
James, add the cheese.
He went and grated a ton of cheese, so just go ahead and dump it on there. Yep, like cheese in here. This is almost like a minestrone soup right there.
Can we appreciate this new technique?
Yeah, this new technique of microplaning cheese is awesome. Okay, ready? Dump it right on top here. Oh yeah, and then taking an extra step, hit this with just a little bit of extra virgin olive oil on top. Oh,
perfection.
You got yourself the perfect soup right there. That's awesome. I'm actually excited about this one. James, what do you think? You want to eat some soup? He's eating cheese right out of the microplane. It's hot.
It's hot. Be careful.
Thank you. Blow it for me. Thank you. Yeah.
Ooh, careful.
Mm-hmm. There you go. Beautiful. You did well, bud. High five. I love it.